If you want to be happy, be. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Music is the shorthand of emotion. An arrogant person considers himself perfect. This is the chief harm of arrogance. It interferes with a person's main task in life, becoming a better person. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Nietzsche was stupid and abnormal. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, 2 and 2 do not make 6. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. Boredom, the desire for desires. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience, not from our mental resolution to try a new form of life. I sit on a man's back, choking him and making him carry me, and yet assure myself and others that I am very sorry for him and wish to ease his lot by all possible means except by getting off his back. Joy can only be real if people look upon their life as a service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness. War is so unjust and ugly that all who wage it must try to stifle the voice of conscience within themselves. The chief difference between words and deeds is that words are always intended for men for their approbation, but deeds can be done only for God. Man lives consciously for himself, but is an unconscious instrument in the attainment of the historic, universal aims of humanity. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one has asked them. The greater the state, the more wrong and cruel its patriotism, and the greater is the sum of suffering upon which its power is founded. And all people live, not by reason of any care they have for themselves, but by the love for them that is in other people. There existed no external means for dimming their consciences. One half of the men would at once shoot themselves, because to live contrary to one's reason is a most intolerable state. And all men of our time are in such a state. To say that a work of art is good, but incomprehensible to the majority of men, is the same as saying of some kind of food that it is very good, but that most people can't eat it. War, on the other hand, is such a terrible thing that no man, especially a Christian man, has the right to assume the responsibility of starting it. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. Art is not a handicraft. It is the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. Government is an association of men who do violence to the rest of us. Everything that I understand only because I love. All happy families resemble one another. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. If so many men, so many minds, certainly so many hearts, so many kinds of love. In all history, there is no war which was not hatched by the governments alone, independent of the interests of the people, to whom war is always pernicious even when successful. Faith is the sense of life, that sense by virtue of which man does not destroy himself, but continues to live on. It is the force whereby we live. The law condemns and punishes only actions within certain definite and narrow limits. It thereby justifies, in a way, all similar actions that lie outside those limits. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, He participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. All violence consists in some people forcing others, under threat of suffering or death, to do what they do not want to do. Our body is a machine for living. It is organized for that. It is its nature. Let life go on in it unhindered, and let it defend itself. He never chooses an opinion. He just wears whatever happens to be in style. We must not only cease our present desire for the growth of the state, but we must desire its decrease, its weakening. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and above all, subscribe to the channel and visit our website by clicking on the link located in the description below the video. See you very soon for a next video. Thank you.